Well, howdy there, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Rees, and if you notice that my voice does not match my lips, don't worry. It will around the 3-minute mark. But first, we have some explaining to do. So, the audio was very messed up in this video in the first 20 minutes of it, so I have trimmed it down, and I'm going to give you a brief summary of what happened during those 20 minutes because there was nothing I could do to save it, and I do explain later what happened, but we're doing another Tales of Greece mission here. I went and I met this lovely magistrate who is in a real pickle. You see, the situation for her is basically all the men have gone away to war, and all the ladies have to defend themselves now, but they're not quite accustomed to that. They're making do, though. Unfortunately, some of the hunters have gone missing, and there's some bandits or outlaws or something like that hassling them. I'm not sure about the details, but this lady and her sister seem to be in charge, so I volunteered to go find the hunters. I actually unlocked a new ability that lets me throw a spear across the field and kill multiple enemies in a chain of death, which was a lot of fun and allowed me to kill all of the hunters at this camp. It was a good time. After rescuing the hunters, I returned to this lovely lass and her sister, and we discussed plans moving forward to shore up our defenses. Unfortunately for me, this woman's sister doubted my prowess in the battlefield and demanded that I prove myself to her in combat. Now, as you might imagine, it went poorly for her, and after earning her trust, I immediately headed off to the blacksmith, who had a mission for me, and here it is.
Well, folks, I just now realized that for the last 20 minutes, I've been capturing audio with the cam link. That was not intentional, and I am sorry. Unfortunately, it was capturing to all tracks, because OBS sets up any new sound device to record on every single track. So, I'm already invested in this. There's no way to restart it. I might be able to reload the save and start all of this over again, but I'm not going to. I apologize for the last 20 minutes of audio, and I hope that together we can all move on from it. I am very embarrassed. I've disabled it as an audio device on my computer. I have disabled it all throughout OBS, and now I'm going to completely just hide it and pretend like it's not there at all, and we can just move on. I didn't realize that. I should have realized when I unplugged the cam link and plugged it into the new USB adapter that it would reinitialize itself as an audio device. I just didn't think about it. I'm sorry. I'm just in a on every track too. It was recording on every track. That means it's recording on the same track the game audio's on. It's recording on the same track that the mic audio is on. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm at such a loss, I don't even know what to do. What am I doing, gathering ores? Oh, it's so far away. Where are we going? Is this like a pre-established mine and we're going to go steal from it? Aw. There's no fast travel locations anywhere near there that would make this any faster. So I think what we're going to have to do is summon a horse, and we're going to have to ride on over there. And that is a golden opportunity to do a cut. Or, I don't know, maybe a wipe? Maybe a nice clock wipe. Aren't wipes amazing? You can just cut out 10s and 20s, 30s of boring minutes of me traipsing through the woods and maybe accidentally leading to the death of my horse by jumping off of a cliff. Unlike some games, though, that horse will be back next time I summon it. I was just doing a little scouting of the area to make sure I wasn't going to get attacked by a shark during this very short swim, because even though I'm sure we'd survive it, in-game, in real life, I'd die, because sharks in video games are terrifying. You know what else is terrifying? Bad audio. I am so dreading having to throw this into an editor and figure out what to do with that first 20 minutes. I'm just thinking of all the different tweaks I can make to the audio to hopefully make it sound more bearable. Maybe it's not going to be as bad as I think it is, though. It certainly seems like it's going to be really bad, because the camera that I'm using has a pretty bad microphone on it. And that's what the Elgato Cam Link uses for audio when you set it up like a fool, like I did, and not realize that it is in fact capturing audio. Is there ore in this cave? Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Is this one of those situations where I have to thoroughly investigate every corner of this cave to find all the different individual ores? Here's some. I can
see why this ore is named for Aphrodite.
Can you? In what way does the ore look like it's named for Aphrodite? Does it just reek of a teenager's sexual frustration or something. Again, I don't know a lot about Aphrodite. I'm just making assumptions. I think that's what she is. I think she's like the goddess of lust or something like that. Okay, only 2 left. Do they show up when we do a scan? I saw something back here pop up when we did our first scan, but I don't know if that's it. Is this stuff always here? Could I have come back here and collected this myself earlier and used it for creating the Ultima Blade or something? It's weird that that's not a thing in these Assassin's Creed games. I know there is a mission to repair the enemy's broken blade from that first DLC quest line, but I haven't gone and done that yet, and I don't know if it's super special or worth it. You're right. It should be enough. And you know what, Cassandra? This time, we can take a little cheat. Ooh, wrong button. Instead of having to ride a horse all the way back there, we can just open up our map and fast travel to this lovely synchronization location overlooking this picturesque village full of women, all of whom want to don armor and poke people with spears or bash them with hammers, as recently discussed right around the time we found out the audio wasn't working. I need to stop mentioning it. Most of you have probably already forgotten how much time has passed. Probably enough time that it's not a big enough issue that you care. If you cared that badly, you would have stopped watching. And if you kept watching, then you're sick of hearing me talk about it, so you might have also stopped watching. I'm done. I'm not going to mention the audio. I keep looking over to make sure the webcam isn't frozen, and the only 2 audio sources are the audio sources we're supposed to have. I need to stop doing that. Bringing it all back in. Just bringing it all back in. All right, howdy. How you folks doing? You having a good one? Good. Glad to hear it. How do things sound? Hi, I've brought you back the ore.
I found the ore.
Amazing. I'll ready the molds.
Will that be enough for the village?
It should be a good start. Oh, that reminds me. I have a problem.
You need someone to work the bellows?
I'm just one smith, and I can divide my time between making weapons and armor, but it will slow down the process. It would be faster if I just worked on one. Which should I focus on? Weapons or armor?
This is going to affect what happens. So, I'm assuming the city's going to get attacked at some point. We're going to have to join in on a battle to defend it. Do we want our allies to have a lot of weapons or a lot of armor? So armor, they'll all stay alive, maybe long enough for me to defeat all the bad guys. Weapons, they might be able to help me defeat the bad guys, but many of them will be slain. Here's the thing. I'm not invested enough in any of these characters to care if they die, and I'm pretty lazy, so have them all make weapons and I'll have to do less.
Just have to hope their archers have poor aim.
Yes, you're right. Your confidence gives me hope. Thank you for your help.
My confidence, she says. Yes, I'm very confident of this decision I made over the course of thinking about it for 10 seconds, if even that much. So the next quest in the Daughters of Lalaia, if I ever figure out how to pronounce that correctly, it sounds like it would be beautiful, and I'd want to name my daughter that. Where am I headed to? Daughters of Artemis. Learning that that's where we're headed to, right there. Again, right next to that synchronization point. It seems so lazy. It seems really lazy to fast travel back there and then just jump off, but I'm a lazy boy. I also have a limited amount of time to record these. Like I said, I only set aside an hour, and, 20 minutes of that hour had subpar audio. I did it. Said I wouldn't do it, and there I go, talking about it again. There I go. There I go again. Running my dumb mouth. Hey, hunters, how you doing?
Is the whole hunting party?
We're all Lalaia has to spare since the sons of Xerxes killed our husbands and sons. You must be the Mystios Perictioni hired.
I am.
We may not be the big brutes you're used to, but we're versed in killing well enough.
Well, we know how to fish.
That's a start.
We're ready. Do you have everything you need?
Yes. Get your bows and we'll go. Tell me about Lalaia.
We've been blessed.
Yeah, Lalaia, that's how you say it. Like Princess Leia, but French.
All settlements need to be...
She's too far away from me to hear them talking. Which one am I supposed to be listening to? It says follow the hunters, but they're not running
And
consistently.
you fish in the pools and river? Kephisos provides us.
Why do you stop running, Cassandra?
Not enough in there to provide for all of Lalaia. That's why we need you.
With the sons of Xerxes so close, is there less game around? We've been relying more on fish and fruit. It's enough for now.
Animals don't scream and beg for mercy the way humans do. I doubt they interest the sons of Xerxes as much.
There's still food.
Perhaps their numbers aren't as high as we think.
They may not have enough archers to black out the sun with arrows, but they do have enough to fill every citizen of Lalaia with holes.
Well, I had a comment based on that, but I'm not going to say it.
Don't
Oh, I
mention
see a
the
great bear.
I'm already regretting
To
being
shoot,
here.
you need to raise your elbow to be level with your ear, keeping your arm straight and relaxed. Your arrow needs to be just below your eye. Then exhale and release. Try to aim for the eye, so that you don't damage the rest of the meat.
Right. Why are you telling me that if it's very clear that I'm going to have to kill all of these bears? It said it's an extermination area, so I guess I have to kill all 3 of these. One of them is wandering right across our path here, so we might as well make this quick and easy. Are we going to teach them how to do that? Are we going to teach them how to do a magic arrow that follows your enemy? Or that you can track to your enemy? Because it doesn't follow it automatically. Okay, let's not waste 2 on that one guy. There we go. We'll do that, and then we ought to be able to just use... Oh gosh, these are strong. We can't use just regular arrows. That's alright. We've got plenty of focus gauges. I keep calling them focus gauges. I don't know if that's what those things in the bottom of the screen are. That might be out of Kingdom Hearts for all I know. Focus gauge sounds very Kingdom Hearts-esque. You do have a focus gauge in that, right? And that's how you do your shot locks? What am I talking about? Why am I the way that I am? Is this the last bear, or are there 2 bears over here? Are they fighting each other? Are they mating? I don't really want to interrupt that, but I'm just doing what has to be done. So are they eating the bears? I mean, she said we don't want to spoil the meat, so I guess that's what's happening. Why don't you 2 give it a try? No, don't run. Shoot. See what I'm doing? See how this works? You know what? This would be a lot easier if I switched over to the appropriate class of, yeah, there we go. We might have already beaten them at that if we'd thought about that ahead of time. But we didn't, because we're fools, and that's fine. Come on, ladies! No, you know what? What you're doing right now is great. Keeping him from reaching me. You're acting like, oh gosh, natural barrier, never mind. You failed at your one job, girls. You failed at your one job. Oh, hi, big guy. Please stop that. This aggression isn't necessary. You're going to be a meal, whether you like it or not. Whoa! Just running through the dead body of its brethren to reach me. It was a good move. It was like flying out of the sun. Danny did that, and she was able to destroy like 1,000 ships all by herself. And they even had special dragon-killing weapons that were very effective in a previous episode. But she flew out of the sun. So, hey, it worked for her. Might work for the bears, but they're not running out of the sun. They're, well, unless I killed his son and he ran through his son's dead body. Cassandra, climb. Cassandra, I'm hitting the wrong button. This isn't your fault. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have gone on to you like that. They're trying. They're saying you can't win, and they're equipping weapons, but they're not actually attacking the bear. If this is what I have to look forward to in the upcoming battle, this entire village is doomed. We're all going to die. I'm not going to stay here and die for them. I'll fight for them, but when push comes to shove, Cassandra is all about that running away and leaving life. I'm not willing to die for strangers. They're not paying me enough. All right, what did y'all learn about that? What are you looking at? What are you 2 looking at? Are you looking at that tree? What? Are there more? Oh, look, an elk. There. We killed 5 animals. We did good. We should have been hunting the elk the whole time. To heck with the bears. It would have been a much less stressful adventure if we'd done that instead. Oh man, we wasted all that time showing them how to run away and use their bodies as meat shields against bears. Should have been hunting birds. Would have been a lot quicker and easier. Oh man. Oh well. It is what it is. We've done what we've done.
Thank you, Mistios. I've learned much from the bow. Aphrodite may provide, but Artemis acts.
Lalaia is such a beautiful place. I'm glad I can do my part to take care of it. Thank you.
That should be enough to get you
Thank
through
you.
the week. But there's still much to be done for Lalaia.
Bye, ladies. Was that it for that questline? That was a very short one. Action-packed, though. Definitely action-packed. So much adventure. Next up, we have the final Daughters of... It's weird. Up here it says it's the Daughters of Lalaia, and then down here it's like Daughters of Artemis. And Daughters of Aphrodite. Talk to the Daughters of Artemis. So is this a different group of people? Completely separate? Where are they at? Up here. Oh yeah, it's in a completely different area. Are we perhaps going to go talk to them and convince them to come join the village and help fight, since all these villagers are completely inept and incapable of defending themselves? Possibly. but it's 600 meters away. So let's do a wipe. And we are back with the Daughters of Artemis, who are hanging out here. Wow. Oh yeah, they're decked out for war. Check them out. They got this full like military regalia. We're gonna steal their arrows. They have plenty. I'm sure they don't mind. Look, this one's wearing like full-on armor.
Hello?
Do you want to come fight for a village full of women?
Welcome of the Daughters of Artemis.
You are the eagle bearer, messenger of Zeus, and leader of the Daughters of Artemis.
That's
I earned
me.
the title by defeating Daphne.
Oh yeah, y'all
Come
didn't
to
see
ask for
that.
your help. The village near here is under siege by the sons of Xerxes.
That was
We
like a
followed Daphne.
side quest where you hunted
We
a
do
bunch of
not follow
animals
you.
and
You're a
then
brute and a thug.
I'll
Great leaders
tell you in a
aren't measured
second.
by the piles of bodies at their feet, but by the help they give others.
great leaders keep us safe.
Without the sword and spear of my grandfather, King Leonidas, this coast would belong to the Persians. Great leaders protect us from invasion, no matter the price in blood.
A great leader also provides for their people. Daphne always kept us in meat and shelter. You kill animals for trophies. Like the god you champion, you are selfish. Why would we trust you?
I hunt like Artemis. Yes.
If Artemis found me unworthy, I would not have returned with the pelts of the Nemean lion or Callisto the bear. If anything, this proves me more Artemis's champion than Zeus's.
Why do you care about this village, and why do you expect our sympathy? What do we stand to gain from this?
You will gain
They have
allies.
food and shelter, but are not prepared to defend themselves from raiding bandits. An
They're just
alliance
nodding their
benefits
heads.
You both.
Power radiates off you the same way it did Daphne. I can see now why you carry her title. If you can get me and my best warrior to yield, then my bow and sisters are yours. Telesina,
Okay.
join me.
Here we go. It's a fight. Yeah, so you remember the mission that we started? I think it must have been on camera. I think we did it on camera a long time ago, in which we had to go hunt down various really tough animals. I think we started the quest line by fighting a boar. I wrapped that up, I think, just before I recorded the last episode. And as part of that, you fight all of these really tough animals, really tough missions, and then you go and you fight this woman, and she takes 2 hits and she's down, and it just felt like a real anticlimax. It's nice to see that it ties into this story, though. I'm curious if you hadn't completed that quest, what would have happened, or even if this would have been available to you if you hadn't done that. I have no idea. Comment down below if you do. Assuming you can understand me because the audio's working. If you can't, I'm
My warriors
sorry.
and I are yours.
You fought well. You know the direction of Lalaia, yes?
Of course. We'll gather our things and join you there.
I expect to see you defending Lalaia when the sons of Xerxes attack.
Yes, champion.
I've done all I can for these women. Time to get back to Perictione.
Cool. So we've wrapped up all 3 of those quests. I did say that, it'd be funny if this was a lot shorter than the previous one. So far, though, it has been quite a bit shorter. We're sitting at about the 44-minute mark on the recording. So if this wraps up, if this is really the last quest, the best defense, then yeah, this is going to be a bit shorter. But also, it might just be because a lot of what we've been doing is much closer. There's far less sailing or exploring or adventuring to be done this time around. And that might just contribute to the faster runtime. If all of these are this involved, though, this is a pretty good bit of DLC. I'm pretty sure these are DLC quests. I think they were added afterward. I don't know if they're paid DLC, though. I bought the super, super awesome, expensive launch spectacular version of this game because I knew, even before it launched, for YouTube, I would be playing through the whole thing and all the DLC and whatnot. So I was like, well, I might as well go ahead because it also got it for me a few days early. But that does make it difficult because I'm never sure what's free DLC, what's paid DLC, when it was launched. I don't know.
I've just spoken with the hunting party. They recovered new enemy arrows near the boundaries of the village.
Scouts, likely sent ahead to find weaknesses in Lalaia's defenses, of which there are many.
That's what I've been telling Perry! We need to kill those scouts. Even if we do defeat the lion's share of the sons in battle, the scouts will cut our throats as we sleep.
If everyone dies in battle, there will be no village left to defend. Agnodiki spoke of enemy weapons cases. If we destroy those, we'll cut the legs off our foes.
So... Well, let's get ready.
Now.
Which do we focus on? The scouts or the
Yeah,
castles?
I thought they were going to make me decide. So we can go destroy the caches, or we can focus on the scouts. Okay, so remember earlier when we were when we were flirting? I'm going to agree with her because I think it'll strengthen our relationship.
The last thing we need is an ambush.
If you've chosen wrong, we'll be exposed with nothing to show for it. But if you must go, go now. Are you ready?
I'll see you when it's done.
I guess I'm ready. I'm making decisions from bad reasoning.
On them?
May the gods guide your path and the arc of your sword.
Thank you. Off I go. Can I talk to her? Can I have a conversation with her? I can't even have a conversation with her. I'm trying. We've made the wrong decision. We've made a decision based on the wrong kind of reasoning, and we might have just cost this entire village their lives. Everyone is going to die here now, and it's going to be Cassandra's fault, because Cassandra's never satisfied. She's always on the hunt for her next target, if you know what I mean. A dead husband. That one girl, what was her name that's living on the boat now? I can't even remember what her name was. Idaho or whatever. That was an early episode, like episode 5 or 6. Pursued that one with passion. And where did it get us? It got her on our ship and we never talked to her. She must have been aware, of course, that we got married and had a son. That must have stung for her. But you know what? That's fine. That's what makes these games fun, is the decision-making and trying to role-play and put yourself into a position where you're making decisions not based on what you would do, but on what your character would do. And I'm pretty sure I've got Cassandra down. She's a horny toad. You know what I mean. If you've never seen a horny toad, they're adorbs. Wait, what? So there's another target? Oh, they're all pretty close, aren't they? I see a person. I don't see a weapons cache. Oh, that's right. I chose the scouts because that's what... I'm a fool. My bad. So if I kill this person right here, this one person, that's it for this quest line? Oh, I see. I have to go maybe confirm the kill. Okay, big guy. Do you know I'm back here? He doesn't seem to know. I mean, he knows something's going on. We are currently in our... Oh. Okay. I think we're unseen right now. I think that we are unseen. Let's confirm the... Nope, stop, please. Nope, please stop. I'm trying to confirm the kill. If I can confirm the kill before he gets back over here, I don't have to fight him. You dumb cat! You ruined it! We almost had something really cool! We attracted him to the sound of our feet or whatever, and we were about to get our confirmation! I'm so mad! Those cats are a hassle to deal with, too. They can be a real pain to fight. Okay, kill confirmed for scout number 1. Pretty straightforward. This feels like a bit of padding, though. It is a break from the structure of the last mission, which I'm okay with. Because remember, in the last video, the mission was a bit different. Are these the two? The two remaining? That one's being eaten by a bear. Pursued by a bear. Is pursuing a bear. Is friends with the bear. I'm not sure. Maybe just the bear is circumstantial and not involved? Oh, I bet the bear is his friend, isn't it? Oh, no! Shrek. Dadgummit. Can I make this shot? That's the wrong guy. There we go. Oh, come on! Got him. Alright, we've been spotted, though, which means we have to fight this guy. And possibly a bear. It occurs to me now that cat might have been an animal companion. Each one of these is going to have an animal companion. Like a bear, for instance. Well, that was effective. Don't get a bear as your animal companion. Very big target. Apparently not a lot of health. They go down pretty quick if you shoot them in the face with a glowing arrow, which we all have at our disposal at some point in our lives. Am I right? Alright, where's our final enemy at? He's right down here at the base of this cliff. It's going to be real easy. Oh, dadgummit, though, he's down there next to a mercenary. Mercenaries are tough to kill, and if he sees us murder someone right in front of him, dadgummit, cat, if you throw me off, get out of here. If the mercenary sees us kill this guy right in front of him, it could lead to some issues, but it looks like this guy's in the fight. Oh, he's fighting a cat also. The mercenary's doing something. I'm not sure what's going on there. Let's see if we can pop this one real easy, though. Let's see what we can do. I can't tell. Is the mercenary attacking him? Oh, the mercenary's... Oh my gosh! Why did he do that? What? Kyrios the Master? What? Thank you! Whoever you are! Oh, I want to know what the story was behind that. There's this guy. I would wager the... Okay, here's what I'm thinking. This was the guard. That was the wolf companion. That's a cat. Maybe the cat belonged to the mercenary. They walked past one another on the road. Dogs and cats, you know how it is. They attack each other. The mercenary's like, "Get your dog off of my cat!" And this guy was like, "I don't think so." And then they got into a fight, and then they wrestled. I don't know what the voices were. I can't do a Greek voice, or I have no accent for that, or Roman. I'm not sure what region we're in. Yeah, but anyway. And then they died. That's my summary. That is my summary. Ugh. Makes things easier for us, though.
That's all of them.
So I'm certainly
Better
not
get back to
complaining.
Lalaia.
We better. Remember that horse I talked about killing by accident earlier? Yeah, it's back already. I like that. I don't want to have to pay money to get a new horse after mine throws itself off a cliff, Skyrim. That's why in Skyrim I like the ones that you can summon, like the Aardvark. You can just summon it from the abyss or whatever and ride it around. That was cool. There was one... What? This is a dangerous world. You got wolves, you got cats, you got bears. Everybody's being attacked. It's crazy. Isn't it weird that bears are a thing you can find around the world? Bears seem... Okay, so like you find different dogs, different cats. Bears, though, seem like a very specific thing. Like you wouldn't think to find all over the world. Kind of like a rhino. You only find rhinos at specific regions, but bears, they're all over the place. India, Africa, Europe, North America. I don't know about South America if they have bears. See, I just killed another horse, though. I should feel bad, but again, it'll come back. And it's on fire. I don't know if it's a real horse or not. It just seems to come back out of the flame. I've got an itch right here on the inside of my nose. If it looks like I'm constantly picking my nose, it's not. I think I have allergies, and it's triggering all of these weird sensations on my nose. And I'm all out of allergy medication. I need to go get some more. It's not affecting my breathing yet. Okay, it is partially. I don't have perfectly clear nasal passages, but for the most part, I'm okay. I'm not feeling bad. Which, sometimes my allergies do get to that position where I feel like I'm dying and I'd rather be dead.
I hunted them to the last.
I'll sleep easier knowing that.
I still
But-
worry about them overcoming our numbers in battle. But thank you. This will change our fate.
Hopefully. Are we heading into some sort of final battle? Can I go talk to your sister for a second? Where did she go? She's just completely gone. Man, she flirted with us earlier so that we'd join her side and be her ally, and now she's just gone. Is this the next stage?
We are under attack. Thea and her warriors are holding them off, but we need reinforcements.
As prepared as we're going to be. Go. I'll stay with those who can't fight.
Alright, coward, I see what you're
They've got
doing.
us pinned against the rocks.
Okay, they've got us pinned against the rocks. Well, Cassandra would like to get someone pinned against some rocks, if you know what I'm saying. Did she just run into... Oh, hi there, how are you? Let's go! Ladies of Artemis, or Lalaia, or whatever. We're gonna go fight now. Actually, the ladies of... Those were different people. Those are the hunters, or the huntresses. Why are they not here? Have they joined the battle yet, or is this going to be sort of a Lord of the Rings situation where they join in later at sort of the last second? You think all is lost, but then on the third day, look for Gandalf's coming to the east. That would be cool. I'd like that. Was it? It wasn't the third day though, was it? It was like look in the light of the. No, it was morning of the third day. Yeah, because he's a Jesus. Well, he's not a Jesus. Everyone's like Lord of the Rings. It's based on the Bible. It's a. Oh. What is the term an allegory? J.R.R. Tolkien very famously, repeatedly said that he hated allegories. So no, The Lord of the Rings isn't an allegory. It might have parallels to biblical works because his Catholic faith was a big part of his life. But if you're going to draw parallels, Gandalf wouldn't be Jesus. He'd be Paul. Paul was bitten by a snake, I believe, on the island of Crete. Although there's some debate about whether or not it was Crete. But he was bitten by a snake and died, went to heaven, and was sent back to finish his work. Which is exactly what happened to Paul. Paul got destroyed by a Balrog of Morgoth. He died, and he went beyond time and space and all that. And then he was sent back, in his own words, until his mission was complete. So, that if anything, he's a parallel of Paul, not Jesus, Gandalf. Gandalf, more like Paul Dolph. Also, they have a name change. Saul sees the light, he becomes Paul. Gandalf the Grey sees the light, he becomes Gandalf the White. Now, the name change happens at different times. Paul's is early to the beginning of the story, and Gandalf's is kind of in the middle, around the getting bit by a snake time. I'm just trying to pass the time until the game unfreezes. I don't think it's going to. This is awkward. So unfortunately, I did have to Control-Alt-Delete out of the game, but it loaded us back here right at the start of this quest, so that's good. I actually had to worry that because I hadn't saved recently, it might take us back to the beginning, which would have been a bittersweet experience, because on the one hand, what a lot of progress lost. But also, on the other hand, hey, the opportunity to redo it with proper audio, you know? That would have been nice. Are these the Daughters of Artemis? Are these good guys? I think so. Yes, okay, good. So the fight is well underway. Let's hop to it. Let's choose a better fitting class for the operation, though. Are we going to be... I think we go heavy. I think we go heavy, and I think we go in swinging. So we'll choose our warrior class, our warrior loadout. I always say class, but you know what I mean. And we're going to start swinging swords, which is something we don't do very often in this game. I am very much the Arthur. I'm very much the archer. This is some sort of a double blade that I've got, which is very fast, and it doesn't deal a lot of damage, but it deals very little damage very quickly, which is pretty good. We might switch blades up here in a second, though. Let me take care of this guy. And then we're going to try this next blade. We're going to see how that does for us. So it's a bit slower, a bit more deliberate, but it should deliver more damage. That guy's in the water now, so he doesn't stand a chance. He's going to drown in there. Wow, yeah, we deal basically no damage with the bow and arrow when we're in our warrior mode, which is how it should be. So what is it? We hold down, I believe, space to do heavy attacks? Is that the same as it was in Origins? I can't remember. Origins is a bit of a blur for me now. You know, it's been a year, it feels like, since I played it. So yeah, it's definitely been a year since we played it, because I went through and tried to rush through it before the release of Odyssey. I wanted to have it 100%ed, and so we had to come back to it and try to blitz through that. Who's left? You? Oh no, you're an ally. I don't want to shoot you. I want to flirt with you. That's what I want to do. How are you doing? Having a good one? Did you enjoy that fight? Did it get your blood boiling? Oh, the cost.
This is war.
The extra bows from the Daughters of Artemis sure helped. They took blows away from my people. For that, I'm grateful.
I'm sure they were happy to help.
We killed them. How? All I remember was swinging until my arms hurt, then swinging more. If you hadn't killed those scouts, I might have died thinking of them.
I'm glad it's over.
I may not be a champion of the gods, but it'll take more than a few wounds to fell me. Let's return to Lalaia.
Let's, and then hopefully we'll get another dialogue tree, because otherwise, I feel like I made some really poor decisions. We could have maybe done things a little bit better if this questline's not gonna give Cassandra what she wants. You know what I mean? What I want for Cassandra. Is this getting weird? I think this is getting weird. I'm sorry, I apologize. I don't mean for things to get weird. We're taking a real roundabout way. Hey, look, you already have the little dot above your head for us to have a conversation. Can't we go ahead and do it now? Do we have to run all the way back to town?
Perry!
Over there.
Perry!
Thea, I'm here. It's okay.
Someone's
It's
about to
over.
die.
We beat them back. All that's left to do is burn the bodies.
You protected my sister and my village, and for that, I'm eternally grateful.
We protected each other.
I don't know how we can ever repay you.
I can think of a few ways I can repay you.
Hey, that's what we
You're having
wanted.
this discussion here,
What Cassandra
in front
wanted.
of your sister and the whole town.
Later, then.
Gratitude, Mistios. Here is the drachmi as promised. You will always be welcome in Lalaia.
My
thank you.
grandfather died not too far from here. I'm glad he defended this place from the Persians.
Cassandra, if you could come see me before you leave, I'll be by the waterfall.
And now the work
Hey.
of rebuilding begins.
Righto, where is she at? Where is she at? Let's go wrap this quest up. I don't know, what if she just brings us down there and she's like, it was so good of you to help us. I'm so glad we have a friend like you to rely on. I'm so glad you and I can be friends. I'm so happy that you and I get to, you know, have just these friendly conversations. I mean, she's in the
It's good
water.
to see all this beauty at peace once again.
And for years to come, thanks to you.
I can't promise you peace.
But you did give us the tools to preserve it.
So, what kind of reward did you have in mind?
My first thoughts were of getting you out of those clothes.
Well, she's buying me a new outfit.
That's the first thought. I can't wait to see how the second and third thoughts go.
Oh, there won't be much thinking. But there will be seconds and thirds.
What will you do now?
Oh, wow. Well, that was
Everything
fast.
taken
It's the
care
same time of
I'm
day.
free to do what I want. A list that includes spending more time with you.
Do you want to come hang out on my ship? This is what she does! She seduces them and then invites them to work for her on her ship without pay and never speaks to them again. Join my crew,
You could
please.
always use someone who can think and use a sword.
You only want me around for my brains and my brawn.
Would you prefer I said I wanted you to keep my bed warm?
There's a few other people on the ship doing that already.
To leave it, well, that would be an adventure.
Oh man, we did it! Oh, achievement unlocked. Great. Alright, so I've got the achievements page open, which I never ever check, and there's quite a lot of them here. Complete a brother's seduction. I don't know if I want to. Kill 10 enemies using the rapid fire ability. Set 10 enemy ships on fire. See, a lot of these are just 5 hidden achievements remaining. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever going to do all of these. I don't like achievements in video games. I would much rather just do tasks like I don't like them when they're like, oh, 10 kill 10 of this enemy or collect 30 of this item. I would rather they be achievements like go to this place and do this thing. Go to this place. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be grindy. I want it to just be, oh, you located all of the hidden chests. That's an achievement. Or you assembled the special weapon and you get an achievement for that. If it's something like, what is this? Complete all underwater location objectives? Yeah, that's fine. I'd be happy with that. Unveil all subregions of Greece. Sure. Perform an overpower attack with every weapon. Absolutely not going to ever happen. I'm never ever going to do that. Every weapon type, more likely, but I'm just not gonna do it simply to complete the quest. It's not worth it. Engrave a legendary item with a legendary effect. Sure. Yeah, definitely. Complete the show must go on. That's just a mission. Sure. A lot of these seem to just be missions. Land a rush assassinate that chains 4 times with the blade of the lion. That's just work. Alright, but that wraps up this mission. We are done here again for today. I hope you folks enjoyed this, except for the first 20 minutes that I'm not going to talk about anymore. I do hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you tune in next time too. Until then, thank you folks so much for watching. God bless each and every one of you, and I will see you later. Bye.